Yeah. With me. I don't even pay to get in the club. They know I'm a walking tick. I'm presidential leaving the club. We ain't stopping at no lights. You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price. Left wrist on frost, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Bentley Bentayga like I don't love my life. I'm in that thing shifting and I'm lane switching. Big, I'ma stand on straight business. Ducking on like Blake Griffin. He keep talking, bro, gon' leave his missing. Baby, these all white, these ain't no Hirachi. Bad, 50 flow, ain't hibachi. I got 10 missed calls, all my mad at me. Valet Park Designer District, I'm going straight to gallery. Yup, phone ringing, yup. Hating, yup. Jury blinging, yup. Yup, phone ringing, yup. Hating, yup. Jury blinging, yup. I was bad in school, now I'm trying to dodge a sin. Just walked out the lavish stove, pair of shoes, $12.50. You wanna boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. I don't even pay to get in the club. They know I'm a walking tick. I'm presidential leaving the club. We ain't stopping at no lights. You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price. Left wrist on frost, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Bentley Bentayga like I don't love my life.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars on Monday Night Prime Time.
Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they...
Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. Fielded at the 14. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
After winning the national title at Clemson and early success at Houston, there's no question that Deshaun's career has been slowed by some injuries and other challenges. But when he is on the field, at every level he's ever played, he's just got a calm. And that calm comes with the trusting of talent that he has in himself. He knows how to run, he knows how to throw, and when he's available, he's still a difference maker.
Everyone's prepped, it's second down now. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Watson now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. And no look on his first look of the game. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. The Browns are lining up to punt. Out to return this for the Jaguars, Devin Duvernay. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence has had a remarkable career. Over 50 starts in high school and a winner all the way along. A national champion and 3-year starter at Clemson, and really a starter from day one after the first pick in the draft in Jacksonville. The key for Trevor at this level, though, is to do it season in and season out. That's what the greats before him have done. The Bradys, the Mannings, the #1 picks of the past. If you want to become a great and you want to take your game to another level, you got to do it year in and year out.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. We're at 23.
Lawrence working from the gun. The throw finds Evan Ingram. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Go, go. Here we go.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Flushed out of the pocket. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. And it's another miss. His 2nd extra point has been off the mark. On now is Cook to kick this away. On the return, it's James Prochet. He's stopped on the return at the 27. 2nd drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Bron. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. That's complete, David Njoku. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Working from the gun, Watson. Finding Judy. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. To throw, here's Watson. Got a man, it's Njoku. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 1st and 10 from the 41. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Staying on the ground with Ford. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and short, it's Watson. Stays in the pocket, isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Oh, he nearly coffin cornered that one. Just a little too far, and it's out of the side of the end zone for a touchback.
11.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Sink right.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Looking for a target. Escapes the sack. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Hey, let's go.
Lawrence looking to throw. He'll get this to Etienne. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. First and 10. Here's Watson. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. That's the end of our first. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10. From the gun, Watson. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Third and a lone yard coming up. Here's Watson to the air. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Justin Hopkins is going to try this Browns field goal. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Carlson's kick is good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with the high percentage make.
Here's a reverse. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. Got a man, it's Thomas. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Receiver downfield, offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back.
Rip, 23.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Hey, go.
Now give this up the middle to Etienne. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Here we go.
Etienne again. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Defense 24. Silver.
Second and 10 now. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field.
Pass interference. Defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Jags offense hasn't left since the touchdown. They're going for 2 here. He's throwing for it. Buys time, rolling right. And he's in for 2, and an 11-point lead for his team. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner. Netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback, right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
Moore's got it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Foye Oluwakin with the pick. And he makes the Husko. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. On his Little for the extra point. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return coming here from the 12. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Browns getting their offense out there. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Ford running to the right. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Browns looking down a very long field. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Watson looking to throw. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Watson on 1st and 10. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Jaguars return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've got in for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Ready.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Red on red.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Take right open. Hey, lie.
Lawrence throwing here. They're on him again, and he goes down again. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. He has it at the 13. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And with exactly 1 minute left to go, they've got some time, but they've got to work fairly quick. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to the air, Watson. Able to get it to Moore. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns chop some of the lead off before the half. PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns make it an 11-point ball game. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Devin Duvernay to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Jaguars headed out on offense late in this first half. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. He's running with it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. First down throw, Lawrence. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Lawrence working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. 1st and 10. It's Lawrence. And they had that one contained right at the line. Tackle there from Dalvin Tomlinson. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. One last play before the break. He's back to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Darnell Savage with the pick. So we're halfway through this contest from Jacksonville. Okay, I guess none of you were in band or color guard in halftime. That's fine. We can skip over the halftime performances, though I was looking forward to them. The second half. Let's get it underway. Return coming from the 6. A reverse on the opening kickoff. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his effort. That's complete inside the 35. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. He's got to gain a 6 there. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 23. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. And 4th and 4 coming up. The kick by Shudak is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
Crochet with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Working from the gun, Watson. That one complete to Njoku. And that will not be enough for a first down. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Watson now. Finding Judy. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, it's Ford. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Another one for Ford. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. A give up the middle to Ford. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Watson now off play action. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. To throw, here's Watson. Dump off caught by his back. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down. I know there's golfers out there, Kate, that love to play this game as well, and any golfer knows, hey, man, at the turn, no matter how bad that front side was, there's still a chance, right? There's still another hole, still another opportunity. You write that script of hope. Kickers are kind of like golfers, right? They're always thinking of the next one, but unfortunately, with that miss, the scorecard's going to end up ugly. So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Still inches to go on 3rd down.
Take right open.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And that's a Jaguar 1st down. They go right back to ETN. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Former 1st-rounder Devin Bush making the play. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Lawrence now off the play action. Flush down now to his left. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
ETN on 3rd down. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 2 yards on that run. That's going to bring up 4th and 6.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He goes right corner pocket there, but does get it to go through from deep. And that extends the lead to 20.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Crochet with a return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Back out now comes the Browns offense. 1st and 10, here's Watson. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's gonna keep it this time. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Ford straight ahead. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Stopped that time by Antonio Johnson. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll send him over right. On the carry, it's Ford. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Only 1 quarter. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Play action, it's Watson. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's gonna run for it! And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Tight end in motion left. To the ground with Ford. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns drop the lead back to 13.
Browns 17.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's Duvernay on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here really put this one out of reach. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Hey.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Rip, 23.
And they don't get the snap away in time. This is going to move them half the distance.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You'll find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Roll down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Cutting, man. Cutting, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the LA, they saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, show to tell you I'm local. When the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my jewels. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bar to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Hit the bumpin' in the club, it's on. I'm with my eyes to chicks, if she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn if the talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. Don't try to act like you don't know where we be, neither. We in the club all the time, it's a pop on. Shady Aftermath.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer,
Vanilla, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb, and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print, that's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy. I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me. Young M-I-S-S-I-O-N-A-R-Y. He's sharp like barbed wire. She stole my heart, then she got archived. I keep it short with a Lord Farquaad. All the girls in the front row, all the girls at the barricade, all the girls have been waiting all day. Let your tongue hang out, everything. If you came with a man, let go of his hand. Everybody.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it's coming up next.
No single building has played host to more Super Bowls than this one right here. The Caesars Superdome in the Crescent City of New Orleans. This is Super Bowl 59, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here. As it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. Right like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. Down, but you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it comes your way next.
When you think about the classic venues to host the NFL's ultimate game, this one's right up near the top of the list. The Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. We are minutes away from Super Bowl 59, and we've got a tremendous matchup in store. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on a second AFC team, the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the grand finale of the 2024 season on the big stage here in New Orleans. Super Bowl 59 underway. And this opening kickoff will not even reach the landing zone. It hits short of the 20, so that's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Richardson looking to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll take that 14 yards on play number one.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expecting to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Stays on his feet. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and his early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll run the option on third and short yardage. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Here's Sherman. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And now a stoppage. And looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Colts are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he spoke very eloquently and passionately on Media Day about what a victory here would mean for him. He knows this just isn't any other game. This is the kind of game that stays with you for a lifetime. If there's anyone on this field tonight who's most ready for this moment, I think it's this man right here.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. ETN up the middle, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead, ETN. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards. Here's Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown On their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Third and 19. Richardson. And this taken in by Downs. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. 7-3 the score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. Take it at the 37. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 42. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. In motion left is Thomas. Lawrence. Flushed out right. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Now Lawrence to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Richardson back to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Breaks through the contact. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Now Richardson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Devon Hamilton busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw this. They shakes him off. Flush to his right. Powering his way forward. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Here's Richardson to throw. And connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now it's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now a 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. A short throw to Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This is 2nd and 8. Again, it's Lawrence. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. Richardson working from the gun. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead, and there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
Yes, darn right.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We saw former rushing champ Jonathan Taylor be a big-time.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Here comes a reverse. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before reaching the opposite 35.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Now Lawrence. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gabriel Davis from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. the person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Richardson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That is Josh Hines Allen working his way in for the sack. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
At halftime, you have to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A give running right, Etienne. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. On play action, Lawrence. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
On second down and 4, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gabriel Davis, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That is Josh Hines-Allen getting in there to bring him down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Richardson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're talking about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally would do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cut in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. He's got his man. It's Pierce. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Richardson off the play fake. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Richardson will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Here's Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he fends him off. Buying time to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Lawrence. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. His throw incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Richardson. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out come the Jags. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Etienne will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sideline, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jags are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last half of the game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
So Richardson and the Colts now down by 2 touchdowns. 1:45 to play. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Richardson. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Richardson to throw it. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jags will take over here just shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs to about the 33-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2nd down and 6 now. Another tote for Etienne. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they'll get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. 2nd and 7. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Commissioner Goodell going to make the presentation as he hands that Lombardi trophy to the Jacksonville Jaguars, champions of Super Bowl 59. So that will conclude our coverage this year on EA Sports. I want to thank my partner, Charles Davis, for another incredible season together in the booth. Till the
I was bad in school, now I'm trying to dodge a sentence. Just walked out the lavish store, pair of shoes, $12.50. You want to boss up your life? All you got to do is get in with me. I don't even pay to get in the club. They know I'm a walking tick. I'm presidential leaving the club. We ain't stopping at no lights. You want to be a boss? You got to pay the price. Left wrist on frost, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Bentley Bentayga like I don't love my life. I'm in that thing shifting, and I'm lane switching. Big, I'ma stand on straight business. Ducking on like Blake Griffin. He keep talking, bro, gon' leave his missing. Baby, these all white, these ain't no Hirachi. Bad, 50 flow, ain't hibachi. I got 10 missed calls, all my mad at me. Valet Park Designer District, I'm going straight to gallery. Yup, phone ringing, yup. Hating, yup. Jury blinging, yup. Yup, phone ringing, yup. Hating, yup. Jury blinging, yup. I was bad in school, now I'm trying to dodge a sentence. Just walked out the lavish store, pair of shoes, $12.50. You want to boss up your life? All you got to do is get in with me. I don't even pay to get in the club. They know I'm a walking tick. I'm presidential leaving the club. We ain't stopping at no lights. You want to be a boss? You got to pay the price. Left wrist on frost, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving.
EA Sports.
It's the grand finale of the 2024 season on the big stage here in New Orleans. Super Bowl 59 underway. Oh, they'll try a reverse here to start out. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
That's to the longtime Eagle great Zach Ertz. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. In motion goes McCaffrey. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To throw is Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, no, his first throw of the Super Bowl is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a
pressure. Gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, and that is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one is slant to McLaurin. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Broken tackle. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Devontae Smith with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive. Washington ready to try again on offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Daniels looking to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in and plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Barkley is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Now Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. They juked him, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders. Play action, now it's Daniels. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Daniels. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. Finding Ertz again. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there for Philly. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now Hurts on the option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-8. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Two minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Looking to throw, Daniels. Pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. De'Ami Brown from 10 yards out. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the 1st half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's De'Ami Brown who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And running with power here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Brown goes in motion left. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert. As the first half is winding down. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A final shot before break. Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. Oh, what a move. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
You want to be a boss? You got to pay the price. Left wrist on froze, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Bentley Bentayga like all of my life. I'm in that thing shifting, and I'm lane switching. I'm standing straight, baby.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call. Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. And this is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. 3rd down and 13. Looking to throw. Daniels on the screen. This is Eckler. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Daniels going to throw for it. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is down to 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Able to and shutting him off down open field. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Benjamin St. Juste there on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. On 4th down, here's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Back to the ground with Robinson. A beautiful fake. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air goes Daniels. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high-percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track. Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Noah Brown, 30 yards. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
That throw there is incomplete.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be caught by Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. From the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now 2nd and 3. Barkley, inside handoff. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. In motion left comes Brown. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Option handoff for Gainwell. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Holding. Offense.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. It's Barkley on the counter. Powers through. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Now Washington down by 6. 1:37 remaining. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop.
Oh, what a juke into space! And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Flushed out right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So now it's the Eagles' turn, trailing by a point, a little under 40 seconds to go. A field goal wins the Super Bowl, but work to do here on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he goes out right around the 39. This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Here's 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Well, they did it. The Washington Commanders, Super Bowl champions. And this storied franchise will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
There's Commissioner Goodell set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Washington Commanders, champions of Super Bowl 59. So that will conclude our coverage this year on EA Sports. I want to thank my partner, Charles Davis, for another incredible season together in the booth. Till the fall, folks, Brandon Gaudin saying good night from New Orleans.
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give it's like your birthday. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the makeup. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Rolls down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Running, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the LA, they saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, the show, they tell you I'm local. And the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. You can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my shoes. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bar to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Get the bumpin' in the club, it's on. I'm with my eyes to chicks, if she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn if the talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. We in the club all the time, it's a pop on. Shady Aftermath.
Do what I should, like. Point, baby. Do what I could, like. Point, baby. Do what I should, like. Point, baby. Do what I could, like. Point, baby. Do what I should, like. Point, baby. Do what I could, like. Point, baby. Do what I should, like.
some energy up, it don't matter. I know you never moved on if you tried. I don't believe it, baby. I know you lied all night long. What you mean I changed? I'll stay the same. Had me losing my mind. Said the city is mine.
Chopper doing circles, it's a bird. Take him to the potty, he's a nerd. Pop out, I ain't seen hit corners in the burbs. Pop out, done politicking with the competition, what's the word? Put that on my mama, 8 in the process. Trying to tippy-toe through the progress. Tongue-tied when the truth is an object. What's the pros and the cons of this next check? Wasn't nobody round, I was independent. In a 97 bomb with the windows tinted. Heard a bomb got in the party. Who the like this in the party? Them up. I was seeing double in the projects. Mad at myself, learning to put it to the side. Mama had to cater for the coupe that we rode after school on the way to Popeyes. And wanna play both sides, just a red dot. Don't get on the wrong red eye. It's a headshot, they can't woo them guys. Round them, 2 of them guys. I'm Paris, I'm France. I thought that I told you I need the advance. Put down your IG and look through my lens. $1 million to grandma, who did I offend? The girl of your dreams to me is a fan. I netted 10 million and did a little dance. I'm f***ing world, I my pants. My Uncle G told me that I had a chance. So then I popped out and did it again. And did it again and did it again. I cannot respect them, where did he begin? Advice from the council, let nobody in. Been swearing through rumors, avoiding the trends. And I'm ducking the loony that come with the shows. I'm grateful to man, he opened up doors. They bung on their tour bus to come and compose. I reach to the stars on my tippy toes. This greatest success where most fold. I tell you my past, that don't get old. But how could you ask? Like I don't be writing my raps. The critics got everyone tabbed. You gotta relax. The city where nobody sleep. Just tap in and ask where I'm at.
On your top 5 tonight. On your what's the name tonight. On your shows ain't tonight. I am the Omega. PG Lane, Rolly Gang, SIE. Don't you address me unless it's with 4 letters. I thought you known better. I've been ducking the pandemic. I've been social gimmicks. I've been ducking the overnight activists. Yeah, I'm not a trending topic. I'm a hold on, y'all playing with me, man. I am the Omega. PG Lane, Rolly Gang, SIE. Don't you address me unless it's with 4 letters. I thought you known better. I've been ducking the pandemic. I've been ducking the social gimmicks. I've been ducking the overnight activists. Yeah, I'm not a trending topic. I'm a prophet. I answer to Metatron, Nick Gabrielle. Looking for a better me. I am a legacy. I come from the 70s. The Al Green offspring. And the melody. The big shot. Wrists on cryotherapy. Soon as I press that button, better get right like the emblem's coming. Us two when the light he ain't been through nothing. Day free. Got at least 1 B in the oven. I'm tripping. I'm jigging. My mental is amazing, brother. Pop off only on occasions, brother. Rich mama know I made it, brother. Go figure. Never caught cases, brother. Face it, brother. Gracious, brother. New flows coming. Be patient, brother. Show my then take you out of class like a multitask like Megan, brother. 2021, I ain't taking no prisoner. Last year, y'all up all a listener. Who went platinum? I call that a visitor. Who the backing them? All been falsified. The facts mean this is a vaccine and the game need me to survive. The Elohim, the rebirth. Before you get to the Father, you gotta holler at me first. On top fives. That album, that single, burn that hard drive. Ain't nobody safe when I come up and everybody that's outside. Yeah, Kanye changed his life, but me, I'm still an old school Gemini. Let me jump in this.
2 phones, but I only bring one in this.
1 daughter, but they all my sons in this.
No, getting done in this.
I'm scary, I got a in this. On top fives. Stop playing, I'm that guy.
Number 2 DM in my. That's cool, that's why.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle for my heart in a case. Yeah, it's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers for the seeds that I'm sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my wrongs. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Try to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
I put the new 4Gs on the G. I into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I might got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now I can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, deep, salty. All this designer on my body got me drip, drip. Hey, straight up out the objects, I'm a big. If I got up, I'ma sip. I run the racks up with my queen like London and Nip. But I got rich on all these, I didn't forget back. I had to go through the struggle, I didn't forget that. I hopped inside of the Maybach and now I can sit back. Deep, know me now, cause I got them big racks. Cause I'm getting money now, I know you heard that. Young, on the corner, I had to serve.
Uncle fronted me some, had to get him back. We came up on dirty money, I gave it a back. Cut off the, then I gave my the new coupe. Either you running, got a New Orleans, man, that voodoo. And I'm that down, who knew? I put the new 4Gs on the G. I dip into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I'm a got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now I can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, deep, salty. I've been waking up to get the money, whoa, whoa. Got it bad, tatted, whoa, whoa. Da Vinci to my toes, 2 twins on both. I put her in new AP, the water like a boat. I was down bad on my, what was you? I know you turned your back on me just to get some wrecks. I seen you swerve back, cause I'm in the black back. New diamonds on me, flash, this ain't Snapchat. Cause I been getting paid. Yellow diamonds on me look like lemonade. Got my baby mama that new Bentayga. Tryna get a dojo like a sensei. Rolls Royce umbrellas when I'm in the rain. I just mind my business. I got brothers that did the time, I ain't kidding. All these rappers just talk about it, I live it. Going up, I ain't got no sky limit. Yeah. I dip into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I might got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks